Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to episode 14 of Sandwalls, the Armored Heart. Today, we are going to go and build ourselves a magma workshop. It's always one of the most exciting things that you can do in the game, flooding chambers with magma and not killing yourself while doing so. It's always a really enthralling thing for Dwarvenkind. So, we're going to get started with this as our main attraction for today. And due to that, we're going to smack open a tunnel down here. And let's see what we will find there. So first off, I was very afraid for a second that this notification here would tell me that I found something because I opened up a cavity behind that wall. No. That didn't happen. We just spotted some adamantine back here. This is a typical adamantine spire. But most importantly, we're getting the magma in now. So we're forbidding that thing. And most importantly, we're putting some boulder on top of this, so it's not going to be of any concern here. All right. So, for some odd reason, the Gabbro bridge did not withstand. But Gabbro is a magma-safe stone. Why did the Gabbro bridge break? Now that's odding me out a little bit. Gabbro is magma-safe. But I do see that magma, that Gabbro mechanism lying down there. This can be only the one that was connected to the bridge that is no more. So did the bridge break because it was linked to a weak? Huh. Well, so the downside of this workshop is then that it is a unsafe workshop. So we're going to treat it like that. That means it's gonna have a proper entry area with doors that we can lock off if necessary. It ain't the end of the world. It's really not that bad. Our mayoress Godin is hunting camels. I'll let her do so. She's such a pain in the rear. I would be the last one who'd stop her from some potentially lethal pastime sports. I didn't put her up with that, so I'm okay with this. You know, I'm not interacting with the narrative. You see, we're going to go check in with the crazy toy hammer lady, as, like I said, all the dwarves are now put into position. We have our protagonists, and therefore I gotta check that. But this is just a forgotten beast doing its mayhem thing. We have now our protagonists, and we're going to check back with our protagonists from time to time, namely our mayor. So Godin, how was life recently? So she felt empathy, but she felt uneasy about the dead goblins outside there, and she was elated about being re-elected, I bet. Let's see. She didn't have any changes here whatsoever. Let's see. Have a look into her preferences. She loves selenite, electrum, honey yellow beryl, giant nautilus shells, toy hammers, obviously, blue peafowls, abaca trees. Well, llama's milk, alright. Feather tree eggs. Ugh. She absolutely detests moon snails. Alright. So, Godin is unconscious? She's sleeping on the ground? Can somebody explain this woman to me? Well, she is in a very happy mood. She's not extremely happy, but she is probably as happy as a mayor could possibly be. What's interesting about her, personality-wise, she doesn't have any friends. She only has passing acquaintances. So it's quite interesting. So we don't... She needs a temple to Ral, say. Don't we have a temple to Ral? Yeah, it wouldn't be too easy if we'd be able to see what kind of god we had there. Erdem? Ral. So, yeah. Obviously, it seems to me as if her life as mayor is, at the end of the day, keeping her so occupied that... Or occupied, sorry, it's not really a word. Occupied that she can't do anything that she'd need to cool down. She's working herself into a burnout. Poor lady. So let's check back with our friend Sethutha Crawled. I mean, this thing is nearly a protagonist on its own. As you can see here, this thing is racking up kills like crazy. All while it's staying unscathed. Mind you that this is just a couple of steps right next to our entrance. Yeah, lovely, isn't it? I really am darn scary about these. So I discovered that our mayoress loves llama milk. Let's see. Do we own llamas? Yes, we do. We even have a breeding pair. So that's pretty good. Do we already have animal milking on the tab? I don't think so. So let's make sure that we're milking animals on a daily basis. Sadly, you can't specify which animals you want to milk. It's something I really would like to have in future versions of Dwarf Fortress, but yeah, I'll stay patient up until then. Turns out the upgrades for the stoneworkers' workshops did absolutely tremendously much. We have an influx of claystone. If we're working like this, if we keep working like this, I can start putting up the next floor today. This is really amazing. Now, we can now put up our MAGMA workshops. This is also something I was very, very much looking forward to. I think we'll need a double security system here of sorts, so I'm not too happy with that alone. We're going to put some hatches on top of this here as well, so we can totally isolate the hell out of this area if anything goes wrong. This is, after all, a permanent entry point to the Magma Sea, and yeah, ruddy things can happen down here. But wait a sec. We, of course, need to slap the holes into the ground first. So we're going to start with a bunch of magma smelters. Hell yeah, this is always the point where I'm so excited about. Because this brings your economy to an entirely new level. Alright. Let's continue with a couple of kilns and such. So, glass furnace. I said glass furnace. Ah, magma glass furnace it must be, of course. Then magma kiln. And yeah, we obviously need also a magma forge, but we don't have any anvils up right now. So we need a new anvil. Let's make a new anvil. We also can get into steel making now for real, as I think this question has been raised a while ago. The thing here, the reason why I didn't go into steel as of yet, was clearly that it just... I don't want to make steel while I'm charcoaling. End of the line. This is just nothing that I want to do to myself, as this is a real painstaking process. Alright, so let's make one magma anvil down there for now. And I'll be keeping those other anvils up here running, as they have a traditional value. It feels wrong to me, you see, to demolish these, as they have their spot here and they belong here, and yeah. They have to remain. If anything, we're building new ones. This place is called the Lone Anvil for a reason. So, Elven Caravan coming in, we are going to ignore these wacky people, as we don't have any business with the elves. As far as I am in question, I don't even know why they are moving their caravans over here. And I feel like the Banner of Shadow is going to treat them like that. Give them the cold shoulder treatment, as they really don't care about what the elves do. Elves do what elves do, you see. So, we are going to put up another suite of magma smelters, as I really feel like this is how it should be. We have a ton of magma smelters then available. We don't have any regular smelters again anymore, so we're going to smelt big time now. So, that being said, the magnetite smelting job can now be unlinked from this. Then we're going to smelt native platinum. But I'm always only going to go for 100 bars. It is really not that smart, I think, to go for endless resource piles unless you want to go for a crazy treasure pile for whatever reason. I mean, I respect that. And meld a metal object, and this is going to be checked each day. There we go. So now we can harvest the Goblinite out there. Finally. I mean, technically, I'm well aware of the fact that I could have done that long times ago. Sure. But, well, there have been a lot of things to think about. And by now, I'm finally happy with how we're doing stuff here. And most importantly, the castle is growing. So, once that floor is done, we're going to go for even more walls. And let's check back with this place. Yeah, they're getting in there now. So, I really don't want my stockpiles there, though. I know this will end in a terribly logistically inefficient smelting process. I'm well aware of that. But at the same time... Wait a second. What is there? An ostrich hen is fighting. Okay. At the same time, I don't want to have the risk that all my metal is locked inside that room with something that emerged out of the depths. You know, we don't have any clue what will happen one day here. I mean, for some reason this bridge broke. And yeah, you see, therefore, I rather take it the careful way. So an agitated ostrich hen went bonkers when we were trying to harvest the Goblinite. I don't know if this agitated ostrich hen is still alive, but there seems to be a herd of agitated ostriches. Well, I don't know why they are agitated, as I haven't chopped any of these darned saguaros since I don't know how long. But whatever. Animals. That's why we hate the outside world so much. There's always some weird creature coming along. And migrants have arrived. Wonderful. So speaking about the animals and migrants, let's have a look at Ustooth's life. Our main force of the military, Ustooth Red Merchants. So, Ustooth these days is a legendary fighter on many fronts. See here the new people come in. And let's see, his memories, he was horrified of seeing the goblin die. So definitely Ustooth, you are not really there yet. Well, he took down a couple of dwarves recently, but obviously this shocked him a little bit. So, what's your preferences? Bismuth. Steel. Perfect. Ooh, artifact. Green glass. Jackal leather. Giant copperhead. Snake tooth. Well, there's a couple of things that we can do. Figurines. Alright. That's something we can fulfill. Cod. Sunberry. They love that stuff from the good biome. Huh. Pendant amaranth beer. Mango. He absolutely detests oysters. Okay. Urist Colodon has taken the clothier's workshop for himself. Alright, and that ostrich hen is giving us hell. So here it is. This is the creature. It is seriously injured, and it is now time that I send my military after it, as it keeps threatening the civilian populace. It's really bad when that happens for the moral of your fort, so it's really best to take care of these situations. We're also going to put up a butcher's workshop outside here that will butcher up any killed animals. Okay. The city has grown, quite substantially so. This has been a really huge influx there, and I am a bit shocked. Why are there no things happening? I haven't had these fields ripped out yet, even... Okay. These are slated for removal for a darn long time now. I'm a little bit worried about that. Huh. The Considerate Forever Guild. That is a very, very weird name, but okay. It's the Doctor's Guild, and to my own luck, this is one that we have already established. We have it here. Let's see. We don't have the full value yet, so let's see if a couple of engravings in the entrance area will do the trick. In the meantime, we finally have such huge amounts of metal bars here. That's what I've been looking forward to. And since we have it on emergency seal off, so to speak, I'm not too worried about it at all. But I do need more stockpile area for bars. So we're going to be storing the bars up here still. Like I said, it's logistically not ideal. Not at all. But, well, it is what it is, I'd say. Alright. Godin ended the export ban of toy hammers. This is a moment I'm dreading, because that means this is the moment that she's ordering new ones. Can only be a matter of time. Alright, let's see what we got here. A couple of different cloth types. Different bones, fire opal, silver bars. Alright. And the Doctor's Guild is satisfied. Brilliant. Okay. And here we can see the melting of Goblinite in action. We're just pilfering the stuff that the last siege brought to us. So, yeah, we are now able to do really, really terrific new things. So the very first thing that I'm ordering here will be 3 new anvils. Burp. So, there we go. Not weapons. A headscarf. Well, alright, I'll be looking at this in a second. You silly buffoon. Okay, we got the anvils. Let's see, we got the petition for a stoneworker guild. I like it. They certainly have their place here. So, it is decorated with stuff that we saw, but I'm always most interested in the pictures and things. An image of Aban sword-locked the dwarf. Alright, is that somebody here or no? So we're going to go into a history dive now. Go with me into the world of dwarves. And let's see who Aban Sword Dives is. We're going to make his statue out of, well, let's see. Definitely going to make one out of stone here. So I'd say we're going to make that quartzite, because quartzite always looks nice. And Aban sword locked. That's a pretty long time ago. Interesting. So, well, I always love to do history research like that. It also yields us a nice statue. Alright. About the Stoneworkers Guild, I really need to think about where we're going to build that, but I think down here, yeah, it ain't that hard. Especially since this place here is basically already entirely theirs. So we're going to build the guild hall back here. Darned huge hall for them. Let's make that entrance on several areas there. And let's see how we can make that thing shine and decorate it accordingly. I like the idea of that. These guys totally deserve some attention there. Let's check back to the surface. Well, I was over-exaggerating. We definitely will need the remainder of this episode to get started here. The FPS is starting to drop slowly as well. I wonder if it will come back alive after the magma sea has refilled itself. The forgotten beast Idashiden has come, a huge eyeless termite. It has 2 stubby horns and it belches and croaks. Its dark blue exoskeleton is sleek and smooth. Beware its poisonous vapors. Well, so that dude will be probably fighting our current champion of the pits. Well, a goblin bowman is visiting us. Well, I can only figure as much as that the humans have somehow enslaved, or at least, enslaving is the wrong word. The goblins seem to be under human control. They seem to be part of the human civilization. As weird as that is, but I guess they won some war against these, and yeah, you see how things are after you won war against them. I certainly wouldn't have had that kind of mercy on these dudes, but it's humans, not dwarves, so, well, it is somewhat relatable, isn't it? Let's see what kind of critters the latest caravan brought, or did I already? No, I didn't. Alright. The new migrants have brought lots of new animals. Oh my god, that's a lot of animals. Alright. So, in the meantime, let's head back to the Stoneworkers Guild Hall. I just realized that the barracks down here look like they really need a modernization too. And that was not the word that I had on my mind. Anyways, so we can now floor the Stoneworkers Guild Hall with, let's see, we're going to use some gabbro for the front area, and some siltstone for the back area. I don't want to make it too pompous, I just want to make a bit of a difference in the stone types here. So siltstone like that. And let's get back to the gabbro there. I still really wonder why the bridge broke. I really don't get it why the bridge at the Mac workshop broke. If you know, let me know, because I'm really curious about what the hell happened there. So let's make that a guild hall real quick, because currently it's nothing. But a room where a lot of dwarves are scuttling around. And there we go. The Amethyst Hall has been founded. I should have really placed some quartzite down on this place, shouldn't I? Well, we don't have quartzite blocks, so... I don't have the stomach right now to make these. Maybe if we are upgrading that place to a Grand Guild Hall, then we can talk about that. How about this, huh? So, let's put up some stoneworkers' workshops here. A few here and there. And make that available to citizens. Now, where is that statue that I ordered? Aban sword locked. So the dude is the diplomat of the Banner of Shadow. At least he was in the year 81. So we're a little bit smarter than before now. Oh boy, that's an ostrich party. And Idashiden is fighting some Crundles. Alright. But a spear dwarf has entered a martial trance. I think... Yeah, we might have resolved that situation already. So there's a couple of Crundles still dying down there. Alright. Forgotten Beasts, they clear out the subterrane for you, so you don't have to. It is not the worst kind of relationship that we got there. Alright. So now we got the forging power that we desire. But that is uncool. That is where the fun ends, boys. This is where we enter Trouble Town. Jeez. That's not good. So... First up, what kind of critter situation do we have here still? I mean, these are freaking giant camels. Obviously, they are killing stuff. Damn it. Alright, so we have to bury a few of ours. But most importantly, let's take care that these freaking camels can't hurt anybody anymore. And look at them go! They are one wicked crowd. They were out for blood. So, we got one of them actually caged up. That's interesting. But well. Probably we should consider putting up a zoo or something like that, I think. I also really need to think about where I will bury the dead. But that is going to happen not today, my friends. I'm going to end this episode right there. I mean, well, whatever. We're going to put up the burial spots here. We got a couple of them, but it's still outdoor time. I thank you guys. It's been a hell of a ride so far, and I really do love where this fort is evolving towards to. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. I still don't have a clue about the things that this fort will have to produce for the sake of its completion. You see, we have still that roleplay goal of making this a expeditionary fort where it makes pioneer goods. But, well, we'll get about that we'll get towards that when we have built the citadel. As currently, you see, building this thing is obviously darn necessary, as there are freaking giant camels raiding the hell out of us. But that all being said, I thank you guys for watching. Drop me your comments down below. Feel free to leave a thumbs up for the algorithm and consider subscribing. As usual, I'd be super happy if you'd be checking out the description box, full with links to more Dwarf Fortress, to more... yuck. Thrips, man. To Twitch, where I stream on Fridays and Sundays in the evening hours of the Middle European time zone. And of course, check out the YouTube membership system, which allows you to preview all the dwarfness that I have pre-recorded before it is airing. You see, I give you guys early access for whatever you want to give there. And as usual, all my content stays free. Don't you worry about that. Just gotta you just gotta be a bit more patient there. Also, check out Patreon, PayPal, or Buy Me a Coffee. It would be super awesome if you did. And a big thanks to all the supporters out there. Deeply appreciate you folks. You are the most amazing crowd out there that I know of. And a super big thanks especially to you watching this video currently until the very end. I deeply appreciate that, and I hope you had a good time. And we'll see on the next episode where this story goes. Bye bye.